Alrighty. Good morning. Hello and Namas'CrazyGrl. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to those that have been here before, that just kind of hang out. Afrofen, good morning. So, Saturday morning, I hope your Saturday morning is being good to you so far. Some people might actually be into the afternoon, but as of right now for me, it's about 9:30 in the morning. So I thought today we would just kind of do a lazy Saturday. Nothing really planned. I'm not going to go to any rifts or uniques or go out and smack some mobs around, I guess. Let me switch over here so you can see what I see. Or not. Interesting. Maybe we're having some technical difficulties this morning. Maybe we will just sit and chat and look at nothing. There we go. All right, that's better. Alrighty, so I am just hanging out at my deed. I thought that we could just get a nice cup of something, hang out, have a chill Saturday morning. I will actually take my huge axe off since I'm not planning on killing anything. There we go. Alrighty, so I thought, like I said, what we do is just grab something nice to drink, hang out, have a little chat if you're feeling up to it. If not, you can just sit back, listen and watch and hear me babble on and on about nothing and everything. And I'll just go about my morning what I normally do when I come on deed, which is take care of the animals, make sure everything is in order. I haven't been on here for a couple days with Amant. Really, I've just been, well, I do another stream with some friends of mine on Joshua Calvert's channel, and you've heard me talk about it before. It's quite fun. 4 of us had decided that we were going to start completely over, be babes in the woods, and we went on to Harmony. We decided to choose the Northern Isles this time, since we're all normally on the Southern, and we started with absolutely nothing. So we just did away with everything that they give you, even the starter armor, everything. I think the only 2 things we kept were our steel and flint, and I think you get a loaf of bread now. And so that's what we did. We got rid of everything else and we took off into the wilderness, and we were just going to hopefully survive and create a place together. And so as luck would have it, everything's gone quite well. I think I've only died once. And me being kind of the goof of the group, ended up on a totally different starter town than everybody else did. I forgot to take the second step and click in the right spot, and they all ended up together and I ended up somewhere else. So my starting was running as fast as I can, trying not to die, and ended up with them, and off we went. So if ever you want to watch 4 crazy people try to make their way through Wurm, Joshua Calvert's stream is a good one to watch. And I think I have that listed along with the recommended channels on my Twitch channel. So anyway, enough of that. Can you hear me okay? Everything coming through? All good? Do I need to turn anything up and turn anything down? Just let me know, and we'll get started. Go back into the view I'm comfortable with. So we're here on Bela Stellamant. I think at some point I'll probably do a stream and kind of show you around. Today I can look at little things as I go take care of the animals. So, voice is a bit quiet. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. I never know. I feel like I have a loud, booming voice. How about that? Better? Worse? A little bit louder? Is the music too loud or the sounds in game? We have some frogs. Woohoo! Grab a drink of tea really quick. All right, we'll just go about things and I'll just keep watching. If something needs done, just let me know. Could be louder. Seriously? I am going to boom somebody out here. I just know it. Here we go. A little bit louder. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I suppose I need to talk so you can hear that. All right. All right, good. Okay, we're just going to go about things here. So, like I said, we're on Bela Stellamant. This is on Indy in the Southern Isles, in case anybody doesn't play Wurm and is wondering what all this is. I am on the northeast edge of Indy, right on the sea. I will pop up my map really quick and show you where I'm at. So this little cluster of annotations is our lovely little spot in the world. So I am right here where this little black star is. That is Bela Stellamant. And I've had her for about, oh gosh, I dated her a year and a half ago, maybe? And our first deed ever in Wurm, the first time I started playing back in 2015, I believe, is when I created Amant. Excuse me. And we ended up like over here in this area. We were landlocked. And that was great when I was starting out, but I wanted a seaside deed if I ever did it again. So noob. Yeah, so that's where we are, right there. The Colossus Lake Canal comes in right here, goes out into Colossus Lake. Part of the canal is on my deed, the other part is on the other deed that we have called Bela Arroyo, which is right here. So we take care of the Colossus Lake Canal. And that was a fun experience because it was pretty rough when we deeded, but now it's lit up and good. Hopefully people can get through it okay. So anyway, we've got some new babies. I am still working on my animal husbandry, so we don't have really good traits yet at this point, but it's just like anything else in Wurm. You have to earn it. You have to work for it. They don't just hand you things in Wurm, which I love. I know there's some games that you play where you just have to click a button and you just get whatever you need. But here, no. Not at all. And I hated that when I first started. I didn't understand it because any other game I had played before, it was like you can go into an in-game store and get whatever you wanted. But when I started out, it was still pretty much you had to get to the market if you wanted the good stuff. And at least I noticed that anyway. And I didn't have any money, so. But anyway, yes, let's go on ahead and hop up inventory here. Oh, God. Did everybody get their Valentine's gifts? Yeah, I haven't broken into the strawberry cordial yet, but It's tempting. Oh, we got a box of chocolates. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That'll be good. Let's see here. Stay on task, Amant. Let's get our grooming brush here, and we're going to start grooming the animals. So, what are you doing for your Saturday? Anything fun? Do you have any good plans? Right? It's kind of sad that the marketplaces near the starter towns just aren't really thriving anymore. I mean, there's a couple, there's a couple here. There's some other ones. I think, let's see, what do we have? Haven's Landing. God, I'm a bad Wormian. I think we have the Celestial Market. There's one down south. There's a few, so I don't want to say that they're not thriving, but I've had a couple of people tell me that people would rather use forums and trade channel to get their things than to go to the market stalls. But I'm not like that. I would much rather go to a market and feel more immersed in the game and what this game is about than do anything else. I had a what the heck moment when they put the highway system in and you put the cat's eyes and then you could just click. I was kind of that old school where I just wanted to get lost. Hey, Sono. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I got a little bored. Wanted to stop cleaning for a bit. Wow, is that it? Just 5 or 6? Yikes. But yeah, I don't know if you all are the same, but I don't know. I would much rather like hop into the cart or the wagon and take off to market. I think that feels a lot more real, at least to me. So I am not paying attention. I think I probably am trying to groom these animals 2 or 3 times before I realize it. Yeah. I think that's one thing about the noob stream. I mean, we do have a deed and everything, but we have done everything. We don't have money. We don't buy anything. And you don't realize just how spoiled you are in like with your main, if you've been playing for a long time and have built up that, I don't think God, that card scared the heck out of me. That was a big thing, is starting from scratch and having your skills be nothing and it taking like 20 minutes to build a wall, a house wall or something. So, one cool thing, and I love this. So Bun and Myra have a market, and the old grumpy couple, and they have horses and whatnot. So my other Twitch account, the one I started with, was simply Cloud Girl, and it ended up that people started calling me Cloudy, and that name kind of stuck. And so when we started the noob stream, that's the name I took over on the Northern Isles. And they found horses on their market that had Cloud in the name. So I am slowly getting all the cloudy horses, is what we call them. So we have Cloud Pure, we have Cloud Wind, somewhere around here we have Cloud Babe, and Bun messaged me and told me that there were a couple other cloudy babies over on Deed, so they're going to come live here. And then my good old mule that I love, her name is Bella, and so she came to live with me too, since the name of my deed is Bela Stellamant. I thought that was perfect. This baby right here was hooked to a cart that sat there for years and years, right over in this area over here. There's a guard tower over here. And that cart, a tree had grown up through it, and she had a friend, but the friend died, but she remained. And the other day I logged in, and the cart had completely rotted away, and she was wandering around. So she has come to live with us. She'll live out her life with lots of yummy things to eat and someone to take care of her and friends to neigh around with, I guess. Are you enjoying the enchanted tools, Afrofen? Because I think I've gotten to the point where, yeah, I can't live without enchants on my tools. I am a spoiled, rotten Wormian, I must say. Hello, baby. There we go. Oh, I can't group them. I forgot. These are my champs. I got a male and a female as a gift from my nephew Jack Dryden, who also streams and is wonderful, and I listed him as a recommended. But he gave me a male and a female and didn't have any more room for caring for any other animals, so I did, and I took them in. And this is one of the babies that they had. That's one of the babies that they had. Hey, Jack. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday, Namas'CrazyGrl. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you've got something yummy to drink and you can just hang out with me for a little bit. Yeah, feels like cheating. It makes things a lot quicker. I built a bridge that had 6 tiles. It was taking me right about 4 minutes for each. So it took me about less than a half hour to build the bridge. I remember my first bridge took me forever. I think I even had to log out and log back in. Ah, yes, thank you. I love them. So this is Mama and Papa. They're the originals. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. I'm going to take a picture of that. That's good. Let's see here. Let's get a picture in. There we go. Yes, so they'll stay. And then they recently had this little sweetheart right here. I don't know if you can see it. Everything's kind of dark on my screen right now. They had this little baby, and she is expecting again. So what I'm hoping for is to have a champ stag, and they will go live with Bun and Mira at their place. And they will take care of him for us. So anyway, let's get back to, we better take care of these animals. They're not going to take care of themselves. Yes. So Jack, what do you have planned for the day? Anything fun? Just hanging out? Yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. The bloodline. Yes. World domination. There will be stories told by our children's children about the Bela deeds and their champions. Oh, pizza. Is it too early for pizza? What time are we now? 9:44. God, pizza sounds good. I think, yeah, I was going to say, and you can make breakfast pizza too. There's a place here called Casey's General Store, and they have the best breakfast pizza. Scrambled egg with cheese and sausage or bacon and baked to yummy, bubbly goodness. And my thighs hate me. Oh, it's really good. And I've worked on making them myself. I actually made one time. Well, Jess could tell you. I'm working on it. It's not perfect yet, but I'm working on it. They do make one where they substitute out, because they put this like mild nacho cheese as the base instead of like where you had tomato sauce on a usual. So they put this kind of nacho cheese on the bottom, but they also have one where they make a kind of a country cream gravy, kind of a peppery gravy, and they use that instead. And then the sausage and the egg, and then some cheese on top. So this is killing me. What am I doing? I'm making myself hungry. So I don't know. It's not quite the same as when you go to the convenience store and you just like open the warming thing and grab a slice, and then you can just like either sit in your car or you might make it home. I don't know. And just enjoy it. But I think if I could get the recipe down pat, hopefully Jas would like that. He could take some to work with him in the morning. Alrighty, we're partway done. I have these guys down here. I have some sheep up top. I think I have maybe a couple horses up there. I don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, I haven't been on for a couple days. I have logged into Cloudy because she's responsible for the fields and the animal tending on Harmony. And I'm trying to get my skills up there so we can start getting some animals with some decent trait points. So, all right, Jack, enjoy the darkness. Just don't stay there too long. So I haven't looked yet. I don't know if there's any... I don't know if there's any riffs or anything going on this weekend. Does anybody know? I haven't looked it up. I am not sure. Tomorrow. Oh, cool. Cool. Are you going to stream it? I could be up by then. Is that the one on Indy? Wouldn't it be fun if we could have dual streams? Like somebody pulled the other one in, but their stream was showing as well, and you could see like kind of a side by side of what was going on. That way you weren't on. I don't know. That might be really cool. You could be chatting and whatever, but then you could see what, what each person was doing. And hopefully if I was embarrassing myself with how terrible I am at riffs, they could look at you and say, don't cross the streams. We'll get slimed. No, but if I was doing terrible, they could look over at you and see how it's really supposed to be done, because Jack Dryden, yeah, he's amazing at riffs. I do believe. Got some serious riff points. Oh, come on. You are. You just threw. I know you're hiding in the darkness, but how's May liking her new armor? She's looking very badass, by the way. Ugh. I'll have to go. You know what? I saw the, where is it? Oh, hello. I saw the rift beam. There it is. I thought it looked really close. Might have to go find it before tomorrow. I know that's something that we kind of do. We like to find the rift beams and run through them. I know Jas and I used to do that all the time, and then I know he's been really busy with his flight sim stuff, which he's really excited about. Jack, he's getting some new things, so I know that sometimes you log in and watch him as he's streaming. So You'll have to ask him about it when you talk to him next. But anyway, now I've got Martin into... I haul him around and make him find the rift beams as well. Poor guy. Right at the bottom of Freedom Highway. Ooh, okay. That is really close. I'm waiting for the day where because there's a lot of space up here. I'm waiting for the day that it's super duper close to Bela Stellamant and Bela Area. Well, all the Bela deeds. Alrighty, I think I got everybody. Yay! Alright, let's go underground. So I will do this. So this is the original, this is the main opening of Bela Stellamant. I know it's not anything fancy. I did have a sign right here, but I've moved it. Let's see here. There we go. The coastal village of Bela Stellamant. So this is the main. This is where I very first started, and the whole concept of it was these towers and to do the rope bridges all the way around it, because I thought it kind of looked like what you would see when you watched a show or a movie and it's kind of set in this time. That the guards would walk across and the horns would blow if there was danger or trouble. So that was the whole idea of this. Don't mind these. These are just things that I found out in the middle of nowhere running away, and I've brought them. Oh, thanks, Jack. I really do enjoy it here. It's been fun. And I think it looks like a proper deed. That looks like a place where you walked in and normally you would see people running around doing things, and it feels really good. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, let's get something to drink. I made a wishing well, which I was excited about. So, and I think unless it's been... Oh, let's try this again, shall we? Talk about a noob. Gosh, what am I doing? Right click. There we go. Not my first rodeo. Let's try click and open it this time, shall we? So I left some coins in here because I think that way people can grab one. Grab one and make a wish. And I love how that works. I love that you can take a coin and make a wish. So I don't want to use any of my rare stuff. So I'm just going to grab one of these. I will put more in. I think you double click, right click the well, and put wish. And then you put your wish in. So what shall we wish for? A happy Saturday. All right, that is our wish. And then you hit send, skadoosh, and it says, will it come true? Now, I'm not sure, but I think the higher the amount that you put in, the better chance you have that your wish will happen. I have not tried that, and I don't want to piss off the wish fairies, so wish for more streams. Yes. Honestly, you all could make my wish come true for that one. No, I would do them whether I was standing in here alone, whatever. But I love having people come in, so I appreciate it, especially ones that like kind of set up camp and, you know, like are still with me on the like third, fourth stream. Just kidding. But yeah, so we can look around a little bit more before I head up. So I've made these individual little places for people that are in the Alliance, and I am planning on making more because I want it to be a place where everybody has a home. So my deed name, Bela meaning beautiful, Stellamant being, I think it kind of translates into beautiful star watcher. And since we are right here in the waters, and then it's just forever that you can see, we have a beautiful sky here. And so I named my alt Stellamant. And so this is kind of what the deed is named after, is my faux priestess. So anyway, this is her little place. They each have a little bed and a chair. I took her rug. I forgot to put it back. Okay. And then her little goodies, her faux puppet and her bear and whatnot. But each of these is different. So hers is stone. Amant has another home, but I made her a little gardening shed, and so you come in and there's little items that you would use for gardening and tending to things. Sorry, I don't mean to pan so quickly. And then over here is Yusono's domo. And like I said, I'm gonna peek in. I'm gonna be a voyeur here. They've all just got different little things. And this is Martin's little place. There's the privy. You know, we were just discussing that. Hi, Tuplex. Welcome to the stream. We were just discussing that on the noob stream, that you do not have a mechanic in Wurm to relieve yourself. It would be great if you could just like go over to a tree and hide behind it, but you don't. And so we were all laughing because the only way you could kind of give yourself any sort of relief is, you know, you can fart on things. So, yeah. So I think the worm gods, maybe that's what I should have wished for. Maybe I should do that again. Wish for a privy. Or vomit. I know. Yeah. Like when I drink too much eggnog. That might be good. Anyway, yes. So here's the... Oh, once again, hold on just a second here. Let's do this little trick. Clockwise. There we go. We'll just leave it like that for a while. Anyway, this is the kind of village center. We have the lovely Nani, who is our merchant. She doesn't have a lot, but she's very friendly, that Nani. We have a little area for people to hitch their animals if they're coming through and they need to log out for whatever reason. They can come in here and hitch, and then behind there is some food for their animals they can just throw in there. And then we have my crazy weird little monstrosity that I made for the center here, and I haven't put away any of my Christmas stuff because I love it. So he just hangs out. And then we have a little area over here. Oh, I had 2 Christmas trees. Jack, my whole theory that the Christmas trees would not decay if they were sitting on top. The one is gone. This one made it for a couple months. So yeah, mine's taking a lot of damage too. So I loved it while I had them. I think they're pretty. But we have the tables over here, so it's just like a community table. And then I do have an oven here, and there's, I think, some wood and whatnot there. I don't know, can you make them throughout the year? I'm honestly not sure. Huh. We might have to give that a try. Okay, well, hey, I'll just make new ones. Anyway, I put food in here. It's got all sorts of stuff, so that way if people come through and they want to cook something, they can do that. We have the carriage house. This is meant to be for, you know, basic stuff for your animals and whatnot. And then up above, there's some hay beds. And I built it. I love it. I just haven't There are actually, well, you're right. But I had this little glitch that happens in Wurm when things collide a little bit. Uh, so there are things on the tables. There was food and whatnot. I had it all dressed up, but like I said, I haven't been on for a little while, so I haven't done that. But they do have candles and plates. Yeah, it is. It's really annoying. There's times where I think something has, you know what? I think I had them over here too. I'll think something has decayed away, and then I go to move something and I end up with all of it there. So yeah, some of the stuff is gone, but for the most part. Oh, I forgot I could do this with R. Alrighty. And then these are the community gardens, but what I've been doing is, because I want to start making a lot more like healing covers and things, I usually plant mushrooms in these and use them for that. But I was doing a lot of veggies and things. And this I have made into my cooking area, and I call it Ye Old Growling Stomach. And this is the place where I'm going to start doing all my cooking and whatnot. And there's my horse. Baby, I left you in here. Come on. And these are all full of good stuff. So when I finally start working on my hot food cooking, I have a place ready to go. Come on, sweetie. You can come with me. What else? Oh, one last thing I'll show you while I'm down here. I guess this is the time I'm going to give you the tour. Stop bleeding. I think it's a good day for that. It's just a relaxing day. Hopefully everybody is having a good Saturday. I'm going to take another drink of tea here. All right. I love this place. This is Stella by the Sea Inn, and it is a little messy downstairs. Pretty. I need to put a rug in here too to make it feel a little more accommodating, friendly. And then up above, this is what I love. This area is just a little room for someone to stay in. But I think it's cozy. I think it's nice. I think if somebody came here, they would be happy. Be happy staying here. So I don't know what's in the pottery flask. I'll leave it. It'll be a surprise. All right. Let's move on, shall we? Oh, curtains. I don't know if you've all seen curtains in Wurm, but a little trick I heard of watching Joshua Calvert's stream with his scouts. So I like that. Let's lead you back up top here. All right. So yeah, this is the main area, and then I decided I needed a bigger place. Good old foe watching over us. So I started up this way. And I call this the Hills of Bela Stellamant because I did not change the landscape at all. I just, if I wanted to build something, I did level it. So I guess I changed it a little bit, but I wanted it to stay intact. I didn't want to terraform the whole thing. And it gave it kind of a nice feel, I think. So we'll head this way. We'll go on up. So, you know, I think I'm going to give a kind of a tour around I might not get all the way through it. It's a big deed, but why not? We're just kind of winging it today. So this, I'm going to go around here. I'm going to climb or try to get through here without killing myself. So this is the Traveler's Lodge, and this is open to, I'm probably being very trusting, but there's not really much people can do anyway. But this is a Traveler's Lodge, and this is a place where people can stay as well. And you come on in here, and there's the little area here. There's some hay beds in here for the deed workers. And if you come in here, then it's just a nice little place to sit. You can play some checkers. You can sit and have a drink. You can sit by the fire and warm your bones. You can meditate if you want to. I call this the meditation hall. And this is just a nice little area where you can sit and relax and meditate if you're feeling like it. And back here is the one thing I was really proud of when I first made it. Well, I still am. This is the wash tub area, and it says bring your own bubble bath, the management. So you can come in here and have a nice little bath if you've been out adventuring and you've gotten a little grubby. So there's that. And then up above, there's some beds. There's beds that are open to everybody that you can come and stay. So it's just a little inn. Ooh, spin around. Hate when I do that. So this is the Traveler's Inn. A nice little place. And I always joke around that I wasn't planning this. It didn't turn out this way, but you have a nice view of a little faux bottom. Yes, faux booty. That's what you get here. Oh dear. All right. You come this way. I know. You would think. I bet he looks good in jeans. What do you think? Yay, nay. I'm just jealous. His butt's smaller than mine. And then if you feel guilty for staring too long at the faux bottom, you can come in here and confess your sins and pray. So this is a sanctuary. This is a place of calm, is what I call this. And you can come in here and there's an altar of faux, which is, I'm a faux follower. So you can come up, you can leave something for faux, and you can pray, which I will do right now because I'm sure he didn't appreciate me talking about his bum on stream. So, faux, forgive me. But yeah, it's really fun designing your buildings. I know that sometimes I use Deed Planner, but you get this idea in your head of something and you watch it from start to finish. And I love that part of it. I love building and decorating and whatnot. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Yeah, he came through. I'm guessing maybe for the rift? I don't know. Possibly. Anyway, yeah. So I wanted to... Oh, cool. Okay. I bet that's what it is then. I saw him sailing by and I don't, honestly, where I'm at, you think I would see a few more people in this area, but I don't very often. So I want to make sure I say hello to those that I do see. I wanted to leave this open because I left the oak tree. This was here when I started, and in the autumn time, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then I left it open on this end too because you could see the moons at times, and I wanted to leave that. I didn't want to lose that by building, so I left it open. Alrighty, let's see what else is over here. Oh, we'll hit this building too. It's a maze. I pulled up my deed plan the other day because I wanted to see if I could figure out a place for a few other buildings. And when I looked at it, I was just like, oh dear. I should sell maps. Not sell maps. I should give maps. That way people don't get lost. This is the Fir Endley Forest Cafe because obviously I have a lot of fir trees. And this is just a little place you can come and sit and chill and relax. Have a meal if you want to. Stellamant got tired of me telling her she had to wait on people. Luckily she hasn't cast any spells on me, but I just like to make nice comfy places. Does anybody have a theme with their deed, or was it with your deeds, was it just something that you just kind of slowly progressed with? You didn't have like a vision when you started, but I had the original vision, but everything else after that was just kind of a, ooh, this would be cool, let's do this. And luckily I haven't had anything that I had to tear back down and start over, but I put a little community table up here. I left this open so you could look down on the people. And luckily we don't have the mechanic to do anything weird, like we over the edge, I don't know. And then you have this lovely view of Faux Bottom again. I'm gonna have to go pray some more, and the sea. Ah, jackal, lovely. Viking theme. Oh, see, I think that's awesome. I would love to see that sometime. And Jack has the loveliest little deed. It's like, it may be just practical, but it's so, when you come into it, it feels warm and inviting. And I like that. It has a good feel to it. Nice vibes. See, now we have nice views of Cirrus, Jackal. It's beautiful. And then you get to where the ocean meets the sky, and it's just really beautiful. It's really beautiful here, so. All right, let's climb down. And we'll head down. We'll go up here sometime too, but if I don't have time this time, I'll hit it next time. So normally I grow wemp in here for making ropes and whatnot. So this is my little wemp area. Like I said, I left the oak. I just thought it was so beautiful. I thought, why get rid of that? That's kind of like paying homage to before I came in here and started to build all these buildings. So I do have the graveyard. These are champs that I have fought and felt that they deserved a place to rest and show them some respect. So each one of them is dated, and then I put something funny on it so I would remember. So this, I named this one Squishy. He was the champ spider. Then you have a few things that, champion of lions. This one was an accident. I don't normally kill any of the cats within the game or the boars. I just leave them alone. And so I was fighting something else, and he came up behind me, and before I realized it, I had had whacked him with my axe and there was no going back. So I brought him here. This is a champion troll that killed one of my alliance mates when I was in a previous alliance, and we went back and avenged their death. And he came back here. He fought the good fight. Anyway, yeah. Champ spiders, there's cuddles. What big teeth you have? That was a wolf, a big bad wolf that I killed. Crikey, an old champion croc. This was a, oh my God, my brain just went, a goblin. And so one of my favorite movies when I was growing up was Labyrinth with David Bowie. And so one of the songs that he sang was Magic Dance, and it was You Remind Me of the Babe. So that's what I put on here, so I would always remember that. I'm a goofy old broad. So yes, there will be more. I'll have to make space, I believe. So up here, this is called the Oak House. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's awesome to see when people terraform and what they make of it, and that's very cool. So not knocking that at all. I just felt with my immersion in the game, I used what was given to me in this. So I call this the Oak House, and I wanted to make a library out of this. I even put in forums that people wanted to send me a book with the name of their deed and something about it, where it's at, just some history about it. And then I would put the book in my library. And then if people came through here and stopped, for whatever reason, they could come in and take a look at the book and learn more about Indy. Anyway, I built it around an oak tree. So when you walk in, oh, I need to cut down some trees actually. There's an oak in the middle, so I called it the Oak House. And there are different bookshelves here. I have taken the books that were in here out because when I had COVID and I left for a while, some of the books still take damage. And so some of them were not super high quality, so I didn't want to lose that. So I did put them away, and I need to put them back out now that I am playing more often. But yeah, it's just a library. If I find things out that have rotted away because the deed is gone, and I find them, I will repair them, and then I put something about them. So this one I found on Savage Lake. I fixed her up and put her in here. This one was out in the middle of a forest, just hidden away, so I grabbed it. I really need to cut that tree. This was another one that was in that area, so yeah. So that's still something I would really like to do, and hopefully maybe people will come across that forum post again. Maybe I should bump it. So this is just a little garden area, place to sit, relax, and enjoy. Let's see here. In the middle. Let's see. Did you go on ahead and permit that? I hope so. Sorry, I'm still learning about that. AutoMod sometimes picks it up or you know, whatever. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, like I said, some terraforming is really cool, and you know, you would think back to like in the medieval times, and there would be families that would build this castle, you know, and at the top of a hill, and it would be ominous, and everybody would go, ooh, you know. But yeah, so I'm not knocking that, but I did like the idea of just building on the land that was given to me. Anyway, always plant cotton here. This is for doing any sort of sewing and whatnot. And like I've showed before, my sign, we only grow bunny butts here. I don't care. Nobody can tell me different. Cottontails, bunny butts. We'll just leave it. So this is where I put my looms and all my mats that have to do with sewing, anything like that. Yes, so this is the Needle Little Stitching Company. Yes, I think I'm clever. And like I said, this is just where all the looms are. Martin in our alliance said it looks like a showroom for looms. And hey, okay. I accept that. All my bulk mats that I will use. Again, this is another skill that I haven't really done much with. So this will be fun. And I like all my buildings to have a feel like that life happens in these places. They're not just a building that gets thrown up and then nothing is done with them. I like that feeling that at some point somebody's going to walk down those stairs and sit at a loom and make something. I just think it just feels nice. Alrighty. And over here we have the Smelt My Heart shop. I am. Oh, thanks, Jack. Yes, the Smelt My Heart shop. And then there's also the floor above is fiction and fragments. So I was going to use that for all my frags when I do archaeology, and I would put them up in the barrels and whatnot up above. And I also have my bookmaking things up there. So, but below we have the shop. So this is where we do all the blacksmithing and whatnot. And again, I'm a weirdo. So my forge is called Disco Inferno. It's really high quality. So I thought that was funny. And yes, I am definitely weird. And then back here is kind of bulk and anything that I make or again that I find. I should provide a decorating service in Wurm. Maybe that will help pay for the excruciating amount of upkeep that I have to pay. No, it's not bad. As the question mark appeared, flipped on stream. What? What now? Is my camera flipped? I don't think so. Sorry, I didn't see that first part. I don't think so. Can you do that? Oh, it's because it's on both sides. See, there you go. Sorry, I didn't know. Nope. Yeah, one side of it is like that, but then you go to the other side and it is the opposite. So that's why. Sorry, I can't. Yeah. I was a little bit confused. I need more tea. Yep. And then up here used to hold all the dice and things that I would get, but these are all frags. And then my, making paper. Yes, that's what it is. That's it. Jack has figured it out. Anyway, yes. So, and then this comes out and you can kind of see everything around. I love this area. Down below, oh, there's Jack's spot. He comes over here. Yeah, your spot. Yeah, he comes over here, and if he's, working on something or just needs a place, he can just come and sit, and he has a view of the area. Yes. There we go. All right, let's head back down. I think this is just storage area and where I put my trash heap, so it's not just kind of out in a boot. My larder for my yummy pizzas, which, oh, you know what? I'm going to refresh myself here. I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. Oops, one sec. Alrighty, sorry about that. The mailman came and I had to sign for something. He said, don't worry about it, I'm used to it. So, alrighty, let's get back to it. There we go. She's old and loud, barks at everything. Yes, that's what he said too. But the minute you'd give her a little pet, it wouldn't matter. Somebody could be breaking into the house. Somebody pet her on the head, she'd be like, hey, come take anything you want. Old and loud, that sounds like your grandma. Oh God, I'm sure my kids say that about me. Anyway, so we'll head back down this way. Did I refresh myself? Yes, I did. All right. Well, I know the microphone works. Luna made her cameo. Luna is the name of my dog, obviously. Oh, I'll show you this little spot too. Again, like I said, I haven't been over here for a couple days. I've been focusing on the other, and so this is just kind of a little spot to sit. At night it lights up, and you can see out at my ship, and you have a nice view of the moon as it's setting. Hey, Griff. How are you? Happy Saturday. Welcome back. It's always good to see you. I've just been kind of giving a little tour of the deed. Wasn't planning on it. I was just going to feed the animals and sit with a cup of tea and have a chat with everybody. Just felt like that kind of Saturday morning. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I hope it's being good to you. Oh, fun. You know, that is such a good memory for me, is sitting down in my grandmother's basement with my cousins playing D&D. And that was long before you could play it online or anything, it was creating a campaign and you know, I have my die up on my on one of my little shelves here beside me with all my other probably lovely nerdy things, but I do miss that. And I know we have some books here, and yeah, I think, well, Jack, when you come over and you come see your old auntie, maybe we'll play. That would be quite fun. All right. Oh, yeah, we have to back up a little bit so you can take it in. Okay, so this is Amant's home. So this would be her humble abode. So you come inside here, and this is kind of things early on that I collected. Things that I have purchased, things that I have won, things that were gifts. This is just that little area. So it's much more I want to say impressive, but I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn. But it's very nice with the fire going. Then we have all our down here with the dragons. Yes. I had the idea that I wanted the dragons to be on the mantle. So those were skins, Griff. I know how you feel about skins, but those were skins, and I thought they were very cool. So you just create a statuette, just a plain old statuette, and then add those skins to it. Yeah. And then I have tons of source crystals, so I just sat those underneath for effect, and when the fire is lit, looks pretty cool. You found one? Oh. You know, I thought about that, Jack. I thought about putting some dye on them because they kind of get lost in here. But then once the fire's going, you can see them. Ooh, clever idea, Tuplex. Huh. And for some reason, with the slate fireplaces, I cannot place things on the mantle. I have tried and tried and tried, and I couldn't do it. I know you can on others, so I don't know if it's just these. You know, when they switched and you had more options on materials that you could use to build the fireplaces, for some reason I can't make it happen. So, oh, Jack, I'm glad. I really enjoy this part of it. And I wanted a place to kind of showcase things that I had. I did have what did I have up there? I might have had a potion up there in between those. I had something. But yes, my almanac, any helms that I've gotten. Yeah, I do believe so. I'm sorry if you can hear Luna again. Something's going on. And then I have over here, I have my statuettes. I'm going to leave this here for a second. I'm just going to double check and make sure everything's okay. I apologize. I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. With it being Saturday, I think most people in my neighborhood are home, and so she feels she has to bark at everything, so had to do a little running around with her outside. I'm gonna catch up here. Griff says, it's the idea. I felt that they were. I agree with that. I think it would really be cool if they kind of got an idea of how people felt about, like, if they did put the skins out and they, I wish that would be something that you ultimately could craft yourself. But I suppose things need to be funded, and that's why they do that. And if you're like me and you love to decorate, I think sometimes you want something extra that you might not necessarily be able to just do in game. But yes, I do love all the statuettes of the different deities. I think they're very cool. So I do have those. And lots and lots and lots of yellow potions. So I will say one thing about, I had this idea that I kept putting into forums, and that was, it started out, and I think it was because, this one Christmas fell during wintertime, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you could build a sleigh? Instead of a cart, instead of a wagon, you could build a sleigh. It could be one person, two persons. I don't know. I think two people would be great. And you could hitch your horses up to that, but it would have kind of that feel for wintertime. And I put that in every year at Christmas time. I always go back and add that in. And somebody said, well, what if you just have a skin for it? And then you could put that on, your large cart or whatever and do that. I still think it would be fun to have it be something that you could build your skills up to where you could finally build it. I would much rather see that happen than to purchase a skin to put on your cart or wagon or whatever. So I'm going to keep pushing to a raft. Yes. But could you imagine, though, how cool that would look in the wintertime when you were out in a boot and you had this beautiful sleigh that you could take out with your horses? I just think that would be so cool. So yes, I am definitely going to keep bringing that back. And maybe someday somebody will see that and go, that's a great idea. So fingers crossed, guys. Go to your wishing wells, throw that in, say Amant's sleigh idea. We'll see if it happens. Maybe someday. Okay, I'm done. So back to this. So yes, this is Amant's place. This is where she lives and breathes and stays. And obviously I have a thing for blueberry wood. I'm someday going to have a bed made out of it. Right. Yeah. Quite true, Griff. Here's... I named this Amant's little wingman. This is my little bat. My pet bat. My little wingman. Yes, yes. So, I have an extra one, Jack, I would be glad to give you if you would like it. It was an archaeology find at Halloween. So, if you would like one, you let me know. I do. I want a blueberry wood bed. I just like the idea of all the furniture in there matching. So, yes, a blueberry wood bed. Honestly, you help me a lot all the time. So for me to just, gift you one of those bats, I mean, come on, we're family. Don't argue with your auntie. She's old. You're welcome. All right, so I'll leave it to you guys. What do you think? I know we're an hour and 20 into it, but should we continue on and head over and go across the bridge and I'll show you more? If you think that's a good idea, maybe give me a thumbs up in chat. I see. I think one of my yay, Griff, thank you. One of my boats is, I have a rare boat, and I think it's blueberry wood. I think, if I remember correctly. Awesome. Cool. We'll head, yeah, let's go this way. I can show you the guard camp some other time. So, oh, and Jack up here, this is what I was working on that I needed mortar for. This is the potteries. This is a pottery. This is where I'm going to put my pottery kilns and things like that. So I can do my pottery work there. It is across from the... not quite. I still have to do the finishing touches. I have to get everything up there. I don't know if I'm going to do gravel on the ground. I don't know yet. I haven't decided that yet. But it's across from the woodworking shop. So I thought that worked perfectly to have the woodworking shop and then build the bridge. And I'm going to plant some trees behind the Colossus. So that kind of doesn't look so cluttered up there, I think. I haven't decided yet. It's a possibility. So this is the bridge that goes over. This is the canal that goes into Colossus Lake. And yes, my turtle art. And then yes, the guardian of Colossus Lake is up there. It shimmers. Yes. I had some help with building it, and the last person to work on improving it for me because my skills were low was Joshua Calvert, and he rared it. So that was exciting. I think the only thing I've rared was like a small sign. And I've been in Wurm for like 7 years. Yeah, that's sad. I just don't have luck in that way. It's just not something. I love these views so much. It's pretty here. All right. So this bridge, the lights start out a very calm, pale, bluish purple color, and then they slowly work into a darker color. I can't remember if these go into a deep purple or red. My vault of cat I made. Yes. But the reason they go into a darker color is because as you come up over the bridge, this is called the House of the Dark Sisters, and this is where the Lobelia, somebody help me with that one, priests are. Priestess. What would the plural of priestess be? Priestesses? Whatever it is, this is where they live. Libby, there you go, Libby. But this is where they are priesti. That's good. Anyway, this is where they live. And I know it's silly. I have all the black sheep and goats over here. That's all there is over here. We have our thorns. We have our lovely demon with the statue of the nymph. And then underneath here is a small copper brazier that, brazier? God, jeez. I need more tea. Hold on. I need more tea. I can't say anything right. Tea. Anyway, so then at night these light up and it looks like they're standing in flames. So that's kind of a... And my poor sheep seem to want to be cooked. So anyway, and then again, I've said this before on another stream, but this was a gift from my dear friend, Mira. And she gave this to me for Christmas. So this is my statue of Wurm. I say this is the protector of the Dark Sisters. And again, I have the small brazier or whatever under there. So it looks like he's walking on fire. So he's very cool. And this is where you lead in. There's my dragon skull. And this is just kind of a courtyard that you go in. My mountain lion that I've made. And this is where they live. There's their altar, their seats, their thrones, I guess you could say. Yes. So with a blueberry wood bed, you just need one blueberry plank to make that. Yes, I think so. The last piece of wood that you put on something is the wood that the finished product will be. So anyway, oh, here we go. Hello, you, Sigvard. Let's see, shall we kick him? Let's kick him. Ready? Here we go. Oh, now he's upset with me. He's mad at me. His neck makes the worst sound. Oh my goodness. Ah! Yes, let's apologize. We feel badly. We feel badly that we did that. Okay, he forgave me. Anyway, yeah, so this is their place. The place where all the dark and evil plots happen. We have another. And Celestria did get a stocking. There was no coal inside of it. But yes, I forgot to take that down. But we'll leave it. I'm sure it makes her happy. Anyway, there is an upstairs too, but there's nothing up there yet. Basically, it's unfurnished. I have to work on that. So yes, this is the House of the Dark Sisters. And then you come around here. And to the back here. I could have rid a horse. Sorry. We probably would have been done by now, but I'm creating a moat around here. So I still have to work on getting that done. And I think I'm going to use, I don't know. Part of me wants to use slate to make it dark, but I haven't decided yet. This is just a work in progress. This is one of the last things that I've been working on. And then in here, ultimately there will be an altar for them. And then I just wanted this to look almost like ruins. And I love these portals. I think they're very, very cool. So yes, this will be their place. And then the lights in here are all, I think they're red. I can't remember. Anyway, yes. So this is their little place for all their dark and scary deeds to be done. I haven't done anything over here yet with the beach. I'm going to put a boat out here, just a single little rowboat. And then this little cottage. This started out, my friend Bun actually has a deed across the way. And I told him I would build him a place that he could come in and rest, get his sleep bonus and things. But he hasn't started yet. So this is the Black Sky Cottage. You just come right up here. I have not finished decorating this yet, but I've started. So it's very scarce yet. But hopefully it'll look really cool when it's done. Fingers crossed. There's a bed upstairs, a wardrobe, whatever. And again, it's just a place for people to come and rest if they... Oh, absolutely. Yes, Tuplex, thank you. See, this is what I love too, in showing this place. People come up with ideas. I didn't even think about the reed. Ha! Clever, clever. I need to cut down some trees. And this up here, let's see. This is the apothecary. This is what I call the apothecary. See, now I wish I should have come over here and... Ha ha ha. Funny. I should have come here first, because then you could have seen the light inside. But anyway, this is the apothecary. So this is where I'm going to bring all of my things to work on my alchemy. So this is what this looks like when you come in. I made the arches in the ceiling so it felt more open because it's only 4 tiles. So I wanted it to look not so cramped. Yes, so you know, I never thought about this. I could just do that, you know, because I'm not doing anything else. Yeah, I built the ladders to go up to the 2nd floor, and then I built those arches, and then I just tore down the ladders. Thank you. Then I put the nymphs, and then this, when it lights up the whole thing, and then the flames go up. We haven't had a fire yet. But yes, there's my other bat. See, Batty needs a home. Batty definitely needs a home. So there's my desk, my cartography table that I haven't done anything with, but I brought some stuff over to sit on it. Oh yeah, please. Feel free. I'd be honored. Yep. So I just wanted a cool little place. And then these are wardrobes, and then I just pushed them back into, because these walls are so thick, I pushed them back into it so they just look like these little doorways or built-in cupboards. But you can still use them. They're to a place where you can still open them and use them. So otherwise, again, because it's such a small space, I wanted to have the effect of there being more in it, but not take up the space itself. So that's why I did that. And I have more of my potions. And then a place to store all my, like, I think you can store healing covers in those. Yeah, and they won't take any damage. So that way, if I make a bunch, I have a place to put them. But yeah, I was really happy with this building. It turned out better than I thought it was going to. You get an idea in your head of a place and just hope that it works out. So this one did. You know what? I don't know. I came across a deed that had disbanded, and then there was there was a bunch of stuff, and it was like at 70, damage. And so once again, I just brought them in, and anything that I find, I try to utilize into this deed, so those things carry over. And once again, my dog's barking. But anyway, yeah. So this is where we are so far. I see Jack and Martin, and I'm trying to remember who else came over, helped me with this. We cut down some trees and leveled it out, so this road does go up and over onto the highway. So, and then I have an abundance of clay on my deed. I have abundance of yeah. Yep. Yes. I love this place so much. And then I think this is, well, I'll show you. Gosh, it's such, like I said, it's such a big deed. How are we doing on time? Well, we're not too bad on time. So in here, I have mined all of this out. Clay tiles. Oh, yeah. I really haven't done, I haven't touched that clay. I'm sure there's something I can do to make that a little more. So I've dug all this out. Well, I'm still working on it, obviously. This over here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But I'll get this all done up. I do have marble and sandstone in here on this side. There is some rock salt or whatever. And then I made this little area where I can actually bring my boat in if I have materials. So that's all been dug out. And then up here is, I found a bunch of forges and whatnot. So I dug this out, put all the forges over here. They all need to be emptied because they're pretty low. The kilns are going to go up into the pottery area. I do have let me turn this back on. I did build a rare. I built a rare spirit cottage. That's right. It's called Don't Piss Off the Fairies. And then Bun came over and we got a 101 cast on it. So it's instantaneous, which is nice. Yep. So this is a work in progress. This is just storage down here, whatnot. This goes all the way back. I think I had a couple of cave-ins. There is slate in here and iron. There's silver around on the other side of this. Oh, right. My bad. It's right there. And yeah. Hey, Mira. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I went over and tended to the animals over on Harmony, but I have to go over and do some farming yet, so I haven't done that yet. So, ooh, what did we have for dinner? I tried something new today. I think oh yes, definitely. I'll make sure to do that. I'll hop on, I'll get on Cloudy. I'll get on Cloudy's account here in a little bit, and I will do that. Anyway, I tried something new today for breakfast, and now I'm going to talk about food. Oh, that sounds so good. I made these things called chaffles. Has anybody ever heard of a chaffle? I'm going to wait until somebody, we'll see if somebody has. Chaffle, never, okay. So a chaffle, you take, it's basically a waffle. You take the W off and put a CH because you use cheese. Anything with cheese is winner, winner. No, actually, just bear with me here. No, it's not a throat infection. Oh my gosh. No, so basically what you do is you get your waffle maker. I have a mini waffle maker that I bought. And so you use, that made me laugh. So you get shredded cheese and egg. You can either use, your egg or use egg white. And then you get like your meat of choice because these aren't just for breakfast. You can do sausage or bacon or ground beef or ham, whatever you want to use. And then you have your cheese and your spices. So you take and you put a layer of cheese and then you put your egg, your meat, whatever, and then you put another layer of cheese on top of that and then close your waffle iron. And you leave that for 3-4 minutes and it crisps that cheese up and it makes it look like a little waffle, but you're not actually using any sort of batter to it. So today I did that with bacon, with some little bacon pieces. Oh my God. It's so good. And then you take it out and you let it sit for a minute so it cools just a bit where it's still, yes. And then you can just hold it in your hand and eat it. And it's so good. Hey, Martin. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Are you having a good Saturday? Doing anything fun and exciting over there in the UK, or is it our usual Saturday with ironing and laundry? Bacon, yes. Remind me to send you a picture of the chaffle that I made. It's, oh my gosh. And the nice thing about those is you don't have to be like a chef. If you can stir up an egg, hey, there you go. Alrighty, this, again, I need to come outside and show you this. This is called the Lavender Skyview House. And I was excited about building this. And then I built it and I hated it. I almost tore this whole thing down because I thought, this is the most awful building. I'll go back here a little bit and show you. So yes, again, the idea in my head, and then when I got it out, it did not translate, and I was like, darn it. You'll never go hungry if you can beat an egg. You might. Oh, eggs and potatoes are good. See, you are set for life. You don't want to catch a bad chaffle, though. I do agree with that. All right. So anyway, after a while, after I got it decorated, had everything in here, I fell in love with this building. So it's again, I love it. It's, oh, I need to plant more. So being it's the Lavender Skyview House, I have done everything as much as I can anyway in purple, as it's my favorite color in real life. So I try to incorporate it into my builds. Again, there's a nice little place to take a little bath. I'm sorry we have no robes available, however, so you'll have to bring your own. And oh, okay, here we go. It's narrow. It's very narrow. So, and I'm acting like I'm drunk. Anyway, so I made T arches here, and then I shoved the bookshelves in. So it looks like a built-in bookshelf. So it's a nice little place. And then I put the candelabras into the wall, and so they come out on each side. So it just looks like little built-in lamps. I did that on this side as well. And then you come out here and there's this amazing view of the sea and the surrounding area. So ultimately, something I was 2 seconds away from tearing down ended up being one of my favorites. You do not have a cave. You have a very nice deed, Barton. Or 2. Or is it 3? It's 2. And as I said before, it is too nice. Oh. You could see Martin's deed from space because he has so many lamps. He's as bad as me when it comes to lamps. I hoard lamps and signs, and you have to wear sunglasses to go to Martin's deed. It's so bright. Ah, touché. Anyway, yeah, so then because those were pushed in, I didn't want that to, so I put some trellis here, so that way it would just look a little nicer, I think. And then there is obviously a bed, and these were done in raspberry wood, and this just kind of shows you how even with the same type of wood, it looks different on different types of furniture, which is interesting. So, but I think it turned out okay. And I left this open because it's so small in here. I wanted it to still feel slightly open. So, yes. So there's this. We only have 2 buildings to go. I might be able to do this in let's see if I can do it in under 2 hours, shall we? All right, another wishing well. Again, everybody wish for Amant's idea to come to fruition with the sleigh. This is just kind of a peaceful place where you can go, relax, sit down, chill out, bring your cup of tea, whatever you're going to do. Alrighty. And then down here is the woodworking shop. This is called the Whittler of the Woods. And I kind of like this place because when you're coming down, it looks like it's just a little 1-story building. But then as you come down further, you realize that it is built into down below. And then there's just the bridge. So this one turned out just the way I wanted it to, actually. So you come down, you can come into the lower level. They look really pretty. The apple trees and the cherry trees are really quite lovely. They kind of have that pinkish hue to them. And then in the wintertime, I love the way cherry trees look in the wintertime. Yes. At night when you're traveling, those trees almost look like they light up. Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. But you can come in here, and then there's just like this little woodworking shop. I do have a couple of my banners that I haven't put anywhere, which I need to do. Yeah, left things out that weren't quite finished yet, so it made it look like there was work in progress. I did come down here one day and find a unicorn in here. Oh wow, 10 stories. Nice. I would like to see that. Yes. And then you go up the stairs, and this is where my shamefulness happens because all there is signs. Yes. I can't even deny this. It's out here now, but yes, all my signs. And and the funny thing is I think I only made 2 of these. The rest were, like I said, places when I was out traveling, and I would come across a place that had fallen, and things were just sitting there rotting away. So I grabbed them, and I ran out of room over there, so I had to start over here. So I might have to just make a sign building. In these tables, I made for another deed to build. I'm made for Bela Areo. So where do I need the bed? Are you here, Jack? Oh gosh, sorry. Do you know where I showed you where Amant's place is? It's to the south of the Oak House. Okay, yep. That's where I'm going to put it. So remind me to give you Batty, okay? No. I don't have slaves. All right. Okay, Jack, I was going to show you this. All right, so this is the potteries. This is where I'm building. I'm going to put in the kilns and whatnot. So I went on ahead and made. Now, see, I was torn on this one too, guys. And maybe I'm going to redo this. I haven't decided yet. So the reason I made the bridge in the rounded stone was because it was coming off of the Whittler of the Woods building, and it's made of rounded stone. So I thought, okay, I'll do that continuation, right? But now that I'm looking at it, do I do this in pottery? Do a pottery bridge instead, so it's kind of coming up to that? Or is that going to be too much? So I don't know. I'm torn on this one. You'll have to tell me what you think as fellow Wormians. Yeah, okay. So this is, I'm going to back this up a little bit. There's Amant. So this is going to be a pottery building. I'm not done with it yet. But I saw a picture of a place over in the UK that's called the Potteries. Yeah, where the dragon statues are. Thank you, Jack. Anyway, but because you cannot build, you know, you're kind of confined with how the walls are in Wurm. Yet I couldn't make it look 100% like it. So I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. Some walls or fences might come down actually, but so far I think I can't run in that view. I walk into walls. I'm going to finish up some stuff up here. These are going to go bye-bye, and then there's just going to be, well, that'll stay, I guess. And then that will just be a storage area up above. I actually, Tuplex, I did that over on Bela Areo. I did a whole little area, a build there that I used pottery brick and timber frame. This was specifically for, I was rebuilding something. So I did use some wood in here, but this was a specific look that I was going for the building. So, but yeah, I'll have to go over some time, maybe on another stream, and we can look at Bela Areo, which was the original deed for the Novis that that concept is kind of cool too, because the main area, the original area, we left some stuff that had decayed to pay homage to what had been there before, the history of it, and utilize that in with the rest of the build. But the main part of it is all done in wood. So it looks kind of like it's the oldest part of the deed. And then over to the west, on there because it's there's a bay and we're built up on all sides of the bay. We did that in the pottery brick and timber frame. And so that looks it. And then on the opposite side of the bay, we did that in slate and marble because that then to me looks like it's the newest part of it, which it is. So I love that deed. And then up above, you go up and that's all in sandstone. So we're using all the different types of mats that you can use. So that'll be another stream, definitely. I'll have to show Bella Arreo and then maybe the rest of the Alliance members, Jack, Martin, everybody will allow us to come over and look at their deeds. I think that would be fun. So I think Maelstrom's the only one that has everything locked down because he's a work in progress. So yeah. So anyway, this will be part of it. This will all be finished off. I will put the kilns in here and then decorate it up with mats and shelving and things like that. There will be a kiln over here and whatever. I think I'm going to do away with this. The idea was to have some stuff behind it, but I think it just makes it too closed in the way it is now. So we'll open this up a little bit. Maybe put some trellis in or maybe some low fence back here. It would be very cool to make. Oh, yeah. That took me a second. Huh. There's so much land over here that it's just, I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time, it's like there's places within the forest that are kind of tucked away. It'd be really neat to make a build that somebody would just, you wouldn't know it was there. You just have to happen upon it, I guess, when you are out. So there's probably some people that have played in the past that have been here for a while, but across the bay here, this was the Elysium Trading Company, I think that's what it was called. And I don't know if anybody remembers that. While it was still a fully functioning deed, if you had been through this area, it was enormous. It was quite large. And it fell, a little bit before I deeded over here, and buildings and fencing and gates and animal pens and all sorts of stuff. And it just slowly was falling apart. And so one of the things that I really wanted to have happen is to keep the items that could be salvageable in the area. And so Myra was super fantastic. She helped me kind of keep an eye on it. And we watched. And one night at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, the first wall went and we went in and got as much as we could. And we got quite a bit. It took me 2 months to put everything away. And it's all, the materials are part of what has built Bela Stellamant. The furniture that was left goes into decorating it. And so that way that part of Indy is still here and still in the area that it was built in. And so I think that's important too, to kind of keep the history of Indy alive and still going. So anyway, yeah. So Bun has his deed that he'll be working on up here, where I think you can see my cursor up there. That's where he will be building. Brandon and Sapphire, who are in our alliance, are up over the other side of that on Savage Lake. And they have their deeds there. And Brandon had the idea of bringing all this down and making a little valley So we'll see what happens with that. It'll be nice to see how that turns out. So yeah, I still have to go over and see the deed on release. We went by it on the way home and from the unique, and I saw it kind of over and I said, what's the name of that? And so somebody used their spyglass and I was like, that's Bun's place. So I want to go over there and look at that at some point. Anyway, I can talk and walk at the same time. Savage Lake. Yeah. Hey, Maelstrom. Welcome to the stream. How are you, my friend? Are you having a good Saturday? You know what? I said that once. I needed to make a plaque that said a Wurmian's work is never done, because if you hear click clacks, that's Jazz. He is typing. The setup we have here at the house is we're really close to one another in proximity, our desks and things, so clickety clack. Let's see, I'm going to catch up with chat here. Mildly alarming. Like, yes, I think that would be great. Martin. Hey, Bun. Welcome to the stream. What started out as I'm going to just sit here and have a cup of tea and have a little chat for an hour while I take care of the animals turned out to be I decided to give a tour of the place. So I got my steps in for the day. You're right. I honestly don't think they're ever finished. I think we're always going to see something that we either want to create an area that we think a building will look great in, or we see something that maybe at the time we were only capable of doing one thing, but now we have skills to do something more. So I definitely think that's something that never stops. I just started my Vin priest. Her name is Nova Storm, and I made her little spot. But she's up here, so her altar doesn't affect other altars that are already up. Just logging into the deed. Are you in Alliance already? Yep, you are. There you are. So, Mail, when you get everything done and you're happy with it and you're feeling good about everything, I might want to hit you up on coming over and having a tour while I'm streaming. How do you, if you're good with that? Oh, I just saw that you put that. Yes, absolutely. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'd like to go to all the Alliance members' deeds and kind of showcase them. I'm really proud of our Alliance. We are called the Luminosity Collective. We're a group of very bright people. Oh yeah. Bud and Myra, I've gotten a few maps in doing farming and taking care of the animals, so they're not difficult. So it might be something just for us to do. Yes, Jack, I will let you know. The only one I think I'm going to sneak in on is Martin. We'll catch him off guard. Yes, we have a rift. When did you say that was, Jack? I think... Nice, we'll have stuff to do. No, Martin. Who would give us the conversation about Celine Dion and Bruce Willis? I mean, Somebody's got to make Jack choke on his drink. It might as well be you. Alrighty then. Oh, one last thing that I built. I really need to take care of these trees. I built a guard tower. I'm sorry, not a guard tower, an archery tower. Now, we can't be controversial on this stream, Martin. We could get banned for that. God, you can't even see the guard tower anymore. Yep, fir trees are gonna have to come down. Bun is correct in his wisdom. They take over. So yeah, that's my little deed. This is my little corner of the world in Indy. And I'm quite fond of her, so. Oh, one thing. Does anyone else think that the archery towers should be you could interact with them, you could actually like use them, climb up the ladder, get to the top? I assumed that that's the way they were going to be, and I was so excited when I put that last piece on and up it went, and I felt very accomplished, and then I ran over to climb up the ladder to go to the top, and it was like, what? No, this is not fair. No, you can't. You actually can't. It's kind of like the guard tower. It's not. It's for aesthetics. It's not for anything more than that. I'm assuming it's that way even on PvP. No, yeah, PvP. Yeah, see, God, Maelstrom, we're on the same wavelength today. That's the second time. Are they? Okay. I guess then just for PvE, then they're just for looks. Right. Yeah, okay. I thought so. I thought that, yeah. They just look kind of cool, you know? It's just a part of it that, again, it's the aesthetic of it. It's like you're in these times and, you know, they're there to protect us and our little village and keep us safe. Oh, Bun and Marrow, I'll probably have to come over and get the cloudy horses at some point. Anyway, that's that. That concludes the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I always thought it might be cool to put together some sort of little festival on Bela Stellamant, but I think for what people do on those kind of things, you need a little more open space than what I have. So it's a nice stream. Hey, Wurm, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream and glad you could come. Yes, good evening. It is not quite noon here. It is 11:30 here in the morning, so my tea has grown cold, but I need a drink, so some evening we'll have to do a stream and have a little glass of wine or something, but we won't do that yet. So anyway, so does anybody have any big plans for Saturday or Sunday for the weekend? Let's just say that. Anybody have anything exciting going on? Yeah, mine too. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Knitting. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Japa? Japa worm? I'm always afraid I'm just going to destroy somebody's name. And I'm really, really good at that. So, wine and worm. That might be my very last stream. Okay, cool. So, what server are you on, Japa? I know where most people are on, but I meant to ask Afrifin also where you were at. I might have asked you that before in a previous, but I can't remember. Yay, independence! Sweet! Another indie person. I love it. Is that fast lovin'? Fast lovin'? Fast lovin'. Again, this is not my strong suit. I'll have to read that when I'm done. Mira. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That's that's amazing. 11 years. I'm just a baby in this then. I've only been on for like almost, it'll be 7 this year at Richmond. Yeah, Mira, I'm going to click on that here in a little bit and look at it. Okay, so what part of Indy is everybody in then? I think I should, Japa, you weren't here when I showed you. I'm going to show you really quick where I'm at. So I'm in the northeast part of, oh, so we're like way, yes, so I'm right here. Are we on like completely opposite ends of Indy? So I am here where all these, those are my alliance annotations. But yes, that's where I am at. Yes, you're right. I've gotten good at server hopping. I never did before. And when I first started, I don't think they had server hopping. You had to look at the maps and figure out where the streams or whatever those were that took you to where you wanted to go on another server. Yes. So I am right on where the Colossus Lake Canal is. I am on the east side of that. And then part of it runs through my deed, and then you have the perimeter, and then it goes into Bela Stellamant, or I'm sorry, Bela Arreo, which is the other one. Yes. Well, I tell you what, if you're ever needing a place to stop and either log out or a place to just hang out for a little bit that's safe, please always feel free. Bela Stellamant is an open deed for people to come and be good Wormians in. But yes, let's take that back down. Where is Soul at in this? Oh, so we're about midday going into the evening. I'll go over here and do some meditation. We do have different altars here, so people can pray if they need to. There is a love tile here. There's food available. There are beds available. So anytime, anybody is welcome. Oh, pff, you cannot click the sign and meditate. Amant. Yeah, it's really nice to meet people all over on any server, but it's really cool to meet people that are on Indy. Indy's so big that you could go your whole time in Wurm and not meet people. You know, it's just the area that I'm in. It's like until the people from the Alliance really started building and deeding over here, there wasn't much around here. And the places that were, you know, they're still going, but there's, you know, you don't see people there anymore. I think it's Freedom Village is right close by, and it's very rare that I see anybody over there. I know that Kusumvar was over here. That's where Martin's place ultimately ended up at, but it was a nice sized deed, but that fell. So hey there, welcome for the follow. I know I'm gonna destroy that wormamy. I don't want to call you just Worm. Is it Amy? Anyway, I will not destroy your name any further. So, but thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Uh, like Amy, yes, okay, aim, warm aim, awesome. It's okay, Jack. I thought the same thing. So warm aim, we were initially starting out as we're going to just do an hour stream and just chat, just kind of have a lazy Saturday morning, and it ended up being, what are we on? 2 hours and 18 minutes, 19 minutes. Just chatting and walking around and showing off my deed. Did I fail? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So, yes. I haven't been out like I had been. I've been so focused on working on the deed, and also, like I was saying, I think there were people that weren't in here when I was talking about this, but Bun and Myra are in chat right now. We have started, along with Joshua Calvert, a noob stream, and Myra, you're just too fast. We started a noob stream where we started out on Harmony with absolutely nothing. We dropped all of our equipment that they gave us when we started, and I think we had bread and the steel and flint. Was there something else that we kept? We didn't keep our tents. We didn't keep our armor. I can't remember. Yes, we kept our Christmas sock. We all have one foot that is not cold. Anyway, so that's taken up some time, which it was exciting. It was exciting kind of starting over and remembering just how difficult it is being new in Indy, and appreciating what you do have, you know, when you've been playing a while and you have those skills, because it has been crazy. I think one action takes like 20 seconds. It's like, oh, what are we doing? But it's been fun. It's been really fun. And when you have fun people to do that with, I mean, we're all just a little bit crazy. So, yes, that's what we did. It was just, we threw it all away. We dropped our tents and left those. We didn't even take the tents with us. That way, if we died, we were just kind of, but Yes, and the whole deal was to all start at the same place on a starter town. Yeah, we still don't have our tents. If we die, we just have to rely on each other to grab our bodies. Um, so yeah, we all decided we were going to start on a starter town together. And as we went through the portal in, I didn't adjust for that second time that they ask, "Are you sure you want to do this?" To start there, I thought it was just going to be the same place. And those three started at one place, and I was at a whole other starter town. So my first night in Harmony, I was running for my life trying to get to them and hoping that I didn't die because you have nothing. So I made it. We all ended up together, and I ended up being with, yeah, we all ended up creating our deed. Wasn't I? I I just look like a complete idiot. So yes. Anyway, well, we are almost 2.5 hours into it, so I think I'm going to go on ahead and wrap up. Um, I really appreciate you spending the morning with me and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the tour. And yeah, now that I've kind of got this streaming thing down pat, we have some things that we're planning on doing. And oh, I haven't looked yet. Oh, Jack, thank you. Uh, we have some things that we're planning on doing. There's some experiences in Wurm that we haven't done, like the maze on Xanadu, that I think we're going to stream and do. Um, Sometimes I'll just stream my everyday stuff. Sometimes we'll go out and do a little battle. But I hope you all, um, yes, yes, the Renaissance Fair, the Easter Impalong, that's coming up. And yes, I'm going to stream there. I have been invited to do so. I know there's going to be some other streamers that are going to do it as well. Um, but I have been graciously asked to come and do that since I am kind of in a different time zone than other streamers. I think Jack, Calvert, who else? There's other people that are over in the UK, and I'm in the States. So yes, exciting, exciting, and I think yes, not confirmed yet. I think that what was I gonna say? You did post in forum about that, correct, Myra? You did post the forum, and so there's information about it. Yes. So if you look in forum, um, you'll find the information for that, the Easter Impalong. I'm excited for that. Are we going to get to jump off of very high buildings again? Will that be something that is included in that? Oh, understood. Understood. You did. Jack, the bed's lovely. Thank you so much. I will place that when I am done. And I will have another bed then to put somewhere else. So we'll have to figure that out. It was crazy. That was the first time that I did the jump. And I don't think at the time they were kind of, I think, I don't remember what it was. I think other things were going on. And so sorry. So I went up there and everybody was yelling, jump, 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 and so I jumped and I didn't get hurt. I didn't even take any damage. And I think Martin jumped and was near death. So everybody was like, what? You didn't get hurt? Nope. I thought I was immortal after that for a while, but a troll proved me different, or proved me wrong with that. So an Easter egg hunt. I think that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope everybody takes the time to go on to Forum and look at the information that Myra and Ben have put out there for it. And I know there's always a really great turnout, and they always have a lot of fun things to do. So, are we going to get to slap anybody with fish? I'm kind of looking forward to that too. If we're going to be slapping people with fish. Just kidding. And Jabba, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. It's been great fun. So yeah. So now comes the part where I put my little stream as ending up. There we go. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you have a really good Saturday. I hope your weekend is great, and do something nice for yourself. Do something fun. And I plan on seeing you on the next stream. You take care. This will be going for a little bit, so if you want to continue chatting even after I'm done, please do so. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a good weekend.